Today I will be using the book Kiss Goodnight by Amy Hest to demonstrate how to do an interactive read aloud with your child. During the reading, you will notice a few intentional strategies that I use in order to include the child in the book. I will stop and ask the child questions that relate to their own experiences. I encourage the child to retell the story along with me as we read. There are pages when I ask the child to act out what is happening. Finally, I encourage the child to say the repeating lines of the story. If you are a teacher, I would suggest having children turn and talk to a partner when you ask them questions. This is called an interactive read aloud, so we want children to be speaking and sharing their ideas throughout the reading. This builds their comprehension and oral language skills. You will notice that I've placed post-it notes on pages to remind me of what I want to say on that page. This is a tip for teachers. Parents, make this an authentic experience for you and your child and ask questions when it feels comfortable. Kiss Goodnight by Amy Hest. So today we're going to read a story about this little bear named Sam and his mother, Mrs. Bear. And in this story, Sam is trying to get ready for bed, but he just can't get ready for bed. He can't fall asleep. And Mother Bear is trying to figure out what is missing. So let's read and find out what's missing for Sam. Okay? Kiss Goodnight. Kiss Goodnight. It was a dark and stormy night on Plum Street. In the little white house, Mrs. Bear was putting Sam to bed. Ready now, Sam? Oh no, said Sam, I'm waiting. Mrs. Bear sat on the bed beside Sam and they read his favorite book and they both knew all the words. This reminds me of when we read stories together. Tell me, what's one of your favorite stories? Afterward, Mrs. Bear pulled one side of the blanket way up high under Sam's chin, and the blanket was red. She pulled the other side too, tucking it under his toes like a nest. Outside, the wind blew. Ooh. Ready now, Sam? Oh no, said Sam. I'm waiting. Let's say that part together again. Ready now, Sam? Say it with me. Oh no, said Sam, I'm waiting. Mrs. Bear arranged Sam's friends in the bed and they all snuggled close in the blanket that was red. Outside, the rain came down, splat on the roof, splat, splat on the windows. The wind blew. Ooh. Ready now, Sam? Say it with me. Oh no, said Sam, I'm waiting. Boy, Sam just won't get ready for bed. Let's think about the things that Mrs. Bear has done so far to help him get ready. Okay, so what we're going to do is put a finger up for each one we say. So far, she's read a book, got his blanket, and tucked in his friends. Okay, so 3 things. Let's say those together again. You put your fingers up too. Book, blanket, friends. One more time. Book, blanket, friends. Okay, let's keep going. Mrs. Bear poured milk in 2 glasses and they both drank milk and it was warm sliding down. Afterward, Mrs. Bear yawned. You must be ready now, she said. But Sam shook his head. Say it with me. I'm waiting, he said. Said Mrs. Bear. Let me think. We've read a book and made a nest, arranged your friends, and had warm milk. Sam, she said, what did I forget? You know, said Sam. Said Mrs. Bear. Okay, let's say them with her. book, blanket, friends, milk. One more time, book, blanket, friends, milk. Sam waited. He waited and waited. Boy, what do you think is the reason he is not falling asleep? She's tried so many things. What do you think? Let me know what you think of why he won't fall asleep. And then at last, Mrs. Bear said, "Oh, I know. Kiss goodnight, Sam." And she bent way down, kissing him once and twice, and then twice more. "Oh, again," cried Sam. "Okay, let's give kisses in the air like Mrs. Bear does." And she bent way down, kissing Sam once and twice, then twice more. Outside, the wind blew and the rain came down. In the little white house, Mrs. Bear was taking out the light, whispering, "Kiss goodnight, Sam. Kiss goodnight." And Sam went to sleep on a dark and stormy night on Plum Street. Be sure to connect with your child's teacher to ask further questions that you may have about supporting their reading at home. Thank you.